Oh, yeah, I know.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Elfie was playing with your stickers, and I think she's got a sticker issue. She's got a lot of stickers. Is that funny?
Okay.
Yeah, stickers. You're gonna help take them off. We're on day 10. Open the present.
Sure.
What's in there? What is it?
Okay.
What is it? Is that chocolate? Wow! A chocolate penguin. Good morning. It is advent calendar time. Number 10. I think this is. Yes! Give me brow. I used to have this product. There. She is making a mess of the kitchen. Very exciting. That is also another thing that I needed, so that's good. 2 brow products now. Very exciting. Also, I'm so excited for tomorrow. Just so excited. The first time we are doing something very special like Ottilie's doing. I've obviously done it many years ago when I was little, but I can't wait to share that with you guys in tomorrow's tomorrow's video. We are off out on a little walk. Look. So I thought I would film a little Q&A, not sure which video this is going on the back of, but yeah, just thought a little extra. I asked some questions on Instagram, so I'm just going to go through, well, I asked 4 questions on Instagram, so I'm just going to go through the questions now. Some of them, a couple of them are the same, so, but yeah, I'll just go through. Do you have any Christmas traditions, or are you going to start any? So last year with Ottilie, we did sort of start a couple of things. So I started with the December box. So on the 1st of December, she has a box full of activities mostly, and like a Christmas cup, Christmas plate, Christmas stickers, crafty things, gingerbread decorating, that sort of thing. So we've got that on the 1st of December. She obviously does, we do advent calendars as well, which she also gets some from family. And other sort of traditions, I literally can't think of. Should have really thought this through before actually doing the Q&A, but I can't really think of anything else that's like set in stone that we've done. Oh, I did actually last year on Christmas Eve, I measured her height and then I cut a ribbon to the length of her height and then rolled it up and put it into a clear bauble. So every year I'm going to redo her height on Christmas Eve and add to the bauble. So I've seen that trending quite a lot, and I thought that's just a really sweet, lovely idea. And then every year you can kind of line the ribbons up and see how much they've grown, which is really cute. So that, I don't know if that counts as a tradition, but that's something that we do every year now. And can't think what else. I'll come back to that one if I think of anything else. Christmas Day plans with Ottilie. So we actually celebrate on Christmas Eve, as in Ottilie and I, because my mum's side are German and we've always celebrated on Christmas Eve. And then we go and celebrate with my dad's side on Christmas Day. So I'm continuing that tradition because that's been my entire life. So I will celebrate Christmas with Ottilie so that it's not too chaotic on Christmas Day with her having too much to open and everything. And it's just spreads it out a little bit and a bit more calming, because otherwise it's a rush on Christmas Day before then going to my dad's, and then she's got more presents, and yeah, just would be too much. So I'm actually just doing every year a Christmas Day, so to speak, on Christmas Eve with just Ottilie and I. We won't, however, have a Christmas lunch because we are having that on Christmas Day. So I don't want that 2 days in a row. It's just too much, and I don't need the stress on my own of doing that. So we'll have kind of Christmas picky bits basically on Christmas Eve. She'll get all of her presents from me, so that will be like her main present, like her toy kitchen and stuff this year that she's getting. Everything I've shared on Instagram if you haven't already seen the hauls and things. And so yeah, she'll get that all on Christmas Eve, so everything from me. And then she'll get her stocking, well, her Christmas sack, which is then from Santa on Christmas Day morning. And then we will go at some point, I don't know timings, it's normally kind of early afternoon. We then go to my dad's and we have Christmas lunch with like family. Some years it's more family than others, more family members than other years, so it depends who's at ours each year basically. But yeah, it's just a big get together, all my siblings every year, but it's just whether we've got others coming over as well. And yeah, so then we have Christmas lunch all together, do presents with each other, and it's just chilled at home, which is really nice, just perfect. I wouldn't want it to be anywhere else or do anything else. I think it's just so nice to have like the homely days. Homely, is that word? Homely. Oh god, I don't even know. It's too early for this. But yeah, and what else? Let's see if there are any other Christmas ones, because then we'll kind of link it all together. Favourite festive snack? I love a mince pie. I actually love a mince pie, also especially in the microwave, warmed up, which I said this to a friend the other day and they were like, what, you put your mince pie in the microwave? And I was like, yes, a warm mince pie, you just can't beat it. So top tip. Go to comfort TV show or film. I would hands down say Friends is my go-to if I just need something in the background. Is, yeah, my TV show would be Friends, is like my go-to, just to put on in the background. Might have to pause this. But Christmas time with films, 1 second, The Holiday. Oh no, go with. Sorry. Yes, The Holiday is my go-to Christmas film. That one I haven't actually watched yet this year, so I'm very excited to have to watch that. I might do that with my friend actually. We've got a day together on, I think, the 20th. So yeah, we might do it. We'd said about maybe watching a film, and she loves The Holiday as well, so I think we might do that. And do you have any more Christmas outings planned? We potentially have one at the weekend, and then I don't think we have anything else, but I will be having a look around to see if there's anything else festive to do, because I want to keep up with the festive content as well as just enjoy this time, because it's far more exciting this year. Can do so much more with Ottilie and everything. Okay, let's go back to the other ones. Highs and lows of solo parenting. I mean, there are far more highs than there are lows, I would say. The lows are easy in a sense of you don't have the extra help. So, you know, when I need to catch that 5 minutes, I can't have a 5-minute break unless my family are around or anything. So they, you know, we're very lucky that our family are only down the road, and we do, you know, go over every so often, like on a Sunday. And then if I'm there, like, I don't need to stress about Ottilie because she's obsessed with like her aunties and grandparents. So it's just, yeah, it's really lovely. And they have a really nice really lovely, like, close bond. So I catch a break with that. So it's really nice. But obviously that's not every weekend. That's, yeah, like it's not all the time. I do, however, have a day and potentially a night baby free coming up, so I can have a nice day with a friend and do something. But yeah, so the lows definitely are, I mean, highs and lows, I mean, is that like pros and cons? I'm kind of counting it as that. But yeah, I would say that is one of the hardest things about doing it on your own, is that you don't have that even 30 seconds to have a breather when they're mid through tantrum or they're not well and you've been up every hour in the night for whatever reason. I mean, the other week it wasn't really because she wasn't well, I don't know what it was, some form of sleep regression, all of that. It's difficult, and I don't do well with sickness. That is one of my biggest phobias, and she's had 2 sickness bugs, one of which I had first at the beginning of the year, and then the most recent one she got from nursery. Well, I say most recent, I think it was like June. It feels like only yesterday. I still can't get over it. And she was sick another time because of a toddler tantrum, and I thought, oh my gosh, she's got another bug. But then, yeah, it was just the once. But that is one of the things I cannot deal with. And so obviously if I was with somebody, I would hope that they could deal with it better than I could, and I wouldn't have to be there in that moment. Obviously, like they're not here 24/7. If you've got a partner, quite often the mums are on their own a lot until 6 in the evening, so I completely get that as well. But yeah, it's the nights that are really hard. And yeah, it's just catching the break. I mean, I'd say my hardest time is early evening and that lead up before bedtime, because her moods just drastically change compared to what they were in the day. I mean, some days it's all day, like yesterday, because we didn't go out. So or today, as you're watching this, I can't remember which one I'm going to add this to, but yeah, so that's definitely a hard part. The pros, or like highs to doing it on your own, is that there is nobody else making those decisions. I obviously can ask family or friends for advice and for help, or what they feel I should do, or but at the end of the day, it's my decision on how I parent Ottilie. There is nobody else to parent her. So I think that's a massive pro, because I can do it my way, and there's nobody that, because quite often you find with couples, and I've noticed that with friends, there's one stricter parent compared to the other, and then there's that child that's kind of in between, not knowing. And then perhaps if the mum is the stricter one and says something, and then they go to dad off crying, and then they get what they want, the mum is then, it backfires on the mum. And I just think, in a sense, thank goodness it's just me that's parenting and it's my rules, because I am a fairly strict parent with her, I would say, in comparison to a lot. So, but that's come out in amazing, like, so many positives with Ottilie, that I have been strict with her. She is amazing in public, she's really good with other people, and they said she's like the calmest, sweetest at nursery. I don't always see that side of her. She definitely plays up for me, but being strict has definitely helped with solo parenting, I think. And also the fact that I don't have somebody else telling me or my daughter what to do. So that's definitely like a pro, or like highs of solo parenting. The other high, I just get her to myself. I love it. We can, so many mummy daughter days, and I get all of the love. There's no favourite parent, because it's just me. I'm the best and the worst in her mind. So yeah, it's I love it. It was the best decision I've ever made. So if anybody out there watching this is thinking and debating solo parenting, and you're also perhaps a bit nervous as to whether you can do it, I can do it, you can do it. It's honestly, it's life-changing in so many ways, positive and negative, but the positive, like, 100% overruns anything negative. Okay, spare time. What do you do in your spare time? Do I have spare time? Let's be real. But spare time, I would say, is probably my evenings or when she used to nap. So we've been kind of cutting that nap out at the moment and it's worked in our favour. But I would say when she was napping, I would get housework bits done unless she was at nursery that week. And then I obviously do it, all my housework, my food shop and that kind of stuff, like admin bits or, you know, anything that needs to be done in the house, or yeah, anything that's more difficult to do with Ottilie around, I tend to do on nursery days. But if I don't have that moment, like she's been ill and she isn't in nursery this week, I will use like a nap time or an evening to get that stuff done if she doesn't allow me in the daytime. And I mean, right now I'm really surprised that I've been able to film for 7 minutes straight because yesterday was a totally different situation with her moods. But yeah, but then I mean, in the evening I like what I'm at the moment. I love watching other people's Vlogmas videos, and I will edit my own. I will edit like social media stuff, create reels, edit, put them in drafts. That's kind of my social media, is sort of my sideline thing that I do at any point I've got some free time, because I'm trying to build myself up. So any love would be amazing, thank you. But yeah, I mean, I don't do a lot of like the self-care stuff. I probably should do more, but I don't. I'm very basic with shower, hair wash, let it, like my hair just naturally dry, don't do the whole like face mask, like all of that. So yeah, I mean, I probably should focus more on self-care when I have the chance, but I definitely prioritize different things. And to me, prioritizing my social media, which is actually Ottilie primarily is gaining so much from, that's my priority because she's my priority. But yeah, so spare time, I mean, don't really think I have much of that. Not a question, but wanted to say I think you're an amazing mama. Thank you. What's your favourite colour? Oh my gosh, I don't think I've been asked that since I was like 10. I mean, I like sort of, it depends. I definitely say like beiges and browns. I'm very like a neutral girl. Favorite color to wear, probably black. Or like beige and browns. Yeah, I would definitely say like more neutral. But when it comes to like actual colors, I mean, I like a really pale pink. I like sort of like golds and like glitzy, like I was just talking about yesterday about getting my nails done for Christmas. I'll probably go for like something gold and sparkly. But yeah, what nappies do you use? So we use, wow, we've tried so many. But right now, what are we using? Asda nappies, which seem to work for the nighttime at the moment. So that's a pro against Pampers. No, not Asda, sorry, Aldi nappies we've gone back to. We used them throughout her newborn stage, and then for some reason she started leaking in them, and then now we're back to them and they're brilliant. So they're the only ones that she doesn't seem to leak through, and if she does, it's because it's moved or, you know, whatever, or she's had a wriggly night. But I can highly recommend Aldi. But we use the Aldi pull-ups, and she's in a size 6, but she's very she's tall and quite big for her age. So not big, but as in like she's yeah, I mean, she's very tall and stuff. So she's been in 2 to 3 clothing for a while, and she's just hit 23 months, just for like reference for people. What's Ottilie's sleep like now? I mean, gosh, that is a question which I honestly don't even know the answer to, because last night she slept over 11 hours straight, with a brief kind of stirring point at midnight when I gave her Calpol, because I honestly think it was her teeth last night, because after the Calpol, within 20 minutes she was settled. Didn't hear from her until 7:30 this morning. So yeah, but recently oh my gosh, it's been a whole new level. We've had nights where she's literally been awake every single hour or under an hour. Like it's been pretty horrendous. But then she has also been ill. She's had a chest infection, ear infection and throat infection, all three together. So for the past week and a half. So that's also really disrupted her sleep as well. But we have had since August pretty rubbish sleep and very little nights where she's slept completely through. So yeah, hopefully after last night it's now a change, but she didn't nap yesterday, so I don't know if that's the issue. However, someone did actually ask about naps. Where was that? I saw that somewhere. When do you drop a nap? So I did kind of drop it a month ago for a few days, thinking her sleep was linked with that. Kind of worked, but then the days were really hard work without anything. So I cut her nap to 45 minutes max in a day. And then, however, yesterday I asked her if she wanted a nap. She understands, she knows the word, and she said no. So, and then it got to a point where it would have been past the cutoff. I don't like her napping if it's too late. I need her awake by kind of 1-2 o'clock latest. Otherwise she doesn't go to bed on time. So yeah, she didn't nap. And I think we might keep it that way, to be honest. We are popping out, so if she falls asleep in the car, that's not the end of the world, but I will cut it at like half an hour. It's only a 25 minute drive where we're going today, so I will just cut it. And then she's allowed, like I'll allow that if I think she's knackered and we are in the car and she can have 20 minutes as like a little cat nap. But other than that, that's it. We're done with naps now. So yeah, she's 23 months old. And what else? Do you have any local mum and toddler groups you could recommend? We haven't actually been to any in a while since she was, I think we stopped around the 8-month mark when she started crawling and it just became a little chaotic, but we were going to a sensory class. However, they still run that class. It's a lady called Sarah. She is absolutely amazing. We went to one in Bourne End, so it was a little bit further for us to go, but it was 100% worth it. What was it called? Bright Sparks, I want to say, but have a Google. It was amazing. We did that weekly, and I can honestly say it was like one of the best decisions I made. I think it's about £7 a class. You pay for block sessions. I don't know if you can pay for singular classes, but I think I paid for like 6 weeks at a time or something. But it was the best thing. Like we both loved it every week. I made some friends through it, so that was great. But I know there is an account who I'm actually friends with. I've not been to any of her classes, but she does free sessions around High Wycombe. If anybody's around that area, High Wycombe, Buckinghamshire area, she's cool. There's Mum's Meetup HW High Wycombe on Instagram, so go have a follow and have a look. And I know they do multiple classes between like a group of different mums. They run some kind of meet-up, little catch-up sessions. Mums can have a tea, that kind of thing. We haven't, however, been to any, but I am friends with one of the mums that runs it. So just thought I would put that out there, and I'm sure they're great sessions. But aside from that, I don't actually know of really any local mum and toddler groups that I can obviously recommend. We have been to, which is like Handy Cross, High Wycombe direction, called Little Gym, My Little Gym. Those sessions are brilliant. Obviously they're like gym classes, so it's slightly different, but they are really good for physical development for little ones. They do that right from a young age, so younger than Ottilie. And we've been to 2 of their sessions. but only because we were invited to them. But we definitely will go back because they were great, and I'm actually thinking of taking Otley weekly to those, so we will see about that for in the new year. But that's also great, the My Little Gym classes. And I think that is about it. Oh, how did you choose Otley's donor? So, I mean, it's literally like an Argos catalogue, not going to lie to you. You can filter for literally anything. So you can filter for hair colour, eye colour, skin colour, nationality, you know, where they live. You can filter, I think, like whether they've got, you know, degrees and things like that. That didn't really bother me. It was more so the characteristics and hobbies, things that they enjoy, because when you're obviously, you know, making a baby with two people, you don't want them to be, I mean, some people, they're complete opposites, but what I didn't want is for myself and her donor to be completely opposite and not have anything similar at all, because then if she was fully the donor, we potentially wouldn't see eye to eye as she's growing up. We would still obviously have that bond being mum and daughter, but I just wanted to make sure that if she was fully the donor with her personality and everything, and her hobbies and things she enjoyed, that we also would have something in common. So the donor that I chose is also creative, has worked in pubs like I have, so loves to like socialize, loves to chat to people. This is going to be a whole YouTube video just in itself, isn't it? But yeah, so, and then hair colour, eye colour, I think skin colour, I chose to be very similar to myself so that she would have a higher chance of looking like me. I mean, that bloody worked because she's literally a clone. She is a copy and paste of me. But yeah, and then I literally went on also on confidence. So the donor had been into like musical theatre, so I thought actually that's really good, because I've just realised my light has gone off. That's really annoying. Oh well, I'll just leave it off because I'm nearly finished now. But yeah, so I just thought that actually that's you know, that means that he's confident if he's on stage. And I wanted, well, I didn't know if obviously I'm going to have a daughter, but I wanted my child to potentially have, if they could, the confidence that I never had as a child. So yes, basically that's kind of how I chose the donor. Yeah, I narrowed it down to 3 and then went for the one because some of them write letters, which is really lovely, so you can hear more about them in a personal way. And I cried reading the letter, so I knew he was the one. Basically that is it. But yeah, thank you guys for taking the time to watch if you have got to this point, because I know this is a very long oh my gosh, I can't even speak, long video. But yeah, thank you, and I hope that has answered your questions. If you have any more, please drop them in the comment or just message me on Instagram, and I can always do another Q&A at some point. But thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.